All right, welcome to Money Talk, guys. How you guys doing? This is Keon Corneff, also known as Mr. Finance. With today, Money Talk, we're going to do a little bit different. We're going to have a real good discussion today, and a lot of it was based upon what we've been teaching so far, talking about understanding how money works, and I want to give you guys a little bit more introduction into our campaign and what is it that we're focused on, right? So today, I have the pleasure to talk to you guys about building, right? Building your future, right? And taking control of your money. How many of you guys want to build your future right now and take control of your money? If that's one of you right now, just comment below. All right. Comment in the section in the chat room, or comment there, or just hit that yes button in the participant section and say, yes, that is me. I want to build my future. I want to take control of my money, right? So if that's one of you, definitely hit that yes button or comment below and let us know. So here's the thing. Let's talk about a changing future, right? Did you know that there's a large number of people in America that will pretty much will face increasing challenges in pretty much four major areas, right? And the first one is that there's uncertainty on the job market right now, right? Let's talk about the fact that all these robots and machines, powerful software is going to continue to replace more and more workers, right? Manufacturing jobs are moving them overseas to cut costs. How about the fact that we have number two, low savings and high debt, right? How many of you know someone who has low savings, high debt, right? And it's have a major impact on our retirement, right? Many people, may have to work beyond the age of 65 to survive. How about the fact that we have high costs of education as well as lack of preparation for college, right? Planning, and it will hurt the younger generation and increase their college debt, right? So when you look at all of this, how about number four, right? The budget deficits and the shrinking numbers of working per retiree, right? These are things that are putting pressure on the government's ability to support the retirement programs for seniors and the rising healthcare costs. You see, these factors may result in the possibility of tax increases, right, in the future. So when you look at it, guys, living in one of the wealthiest countries in the world, and many people still have still retiring poor, right? How many of us see this still going on here today? How about the fact that you should learn how to control your future, right? You see, your future is not in the hands of your employer, your union, or the government. It's neither in the hands of your bank nor your broker, guys. Guess whose hands it's in? Yes, the future is in your hands. That's why Money Talk is here to teach you how to make money, save money, accumulate money, how to protect your money. But you got to be your own money manager, right? You got to understand how money works. You got to make money work for you. That's the reason why we show you how to create that financial foundation. But the problem is you, right? You can build a strong financial foundation, That's why we tell you to put together proper protection on your life, your health, and disability. That's why we tell you about manage your debt and reduce your liability. That's why we teach you how to have an emergency fund. And that's why we've been teaching you how to build up your savings and investments. Guys, this is the world of possibility. This is the era of the informed consumer. You guys are informed. You are informed. You are educated, right? So think about it. Everybody want to learn how to do things by themselves, right? From home improvement to self-booking traveling, right? Shopping on eBay, Amazon. Remember, these were services that you used to go to someone to give you. But now everybody learn how to be independent. So that's why our company and our campaign, right, is in a concept in the financial industry that assists people who want to help themselves in building their financial foundation. You see, thousands and thousands of people from all walks of life across the US and Canada have been benefiting from our platform. And it's because we help them to get educated about all aspects of their personal finances. They have access to hundreds of financial products and services. They receive the training and the support to manage their money. Guys, have you not learned how to save on various products and services so far? See, this is how you could learn how to earn commissions by getting your license and share what you have learned to people out there in this fast-growing industry. You see, you can learn and earn in the financial industry as well. And that's why we want to show you that there's a new world possibility. But the problem is, do you know how money works? Right? Money Talk has been teaching you for quite a while now. But do you know how money works? Right? Have you learned the X curve yet? Do you fully understand what the X curve means? When we tell you about the concept of decreasing responsibility and the concept of building wealth, as you look at these two curves as they transition, right? Do you realize that generally you're less secure when you're younger, you're taking care of your family because you have high responsibility and low wealth. But as you transition to where you become older, where you should be taking care of your future, you become generally more secure when the wealth grow over time, and then your responsibility should drop over time as well. So that's one of the concepts that we've been teaching you so far. How about this one, the 10-20 formula, right? Did you know that you may need at least 10 times your income in proper protection for your family? Do you know that you may, you will need at least 20 times your income to have enough for retirement? So when you understand the magic of compound interest, do you remember when we talked about the rule of 72, right? This is where you take 72, you divide it by whatever interest that you get on your money, and that equal the amount of years it takes for your money to double. So from 29 to 65, when you want to retire, so you start at 29 and you was able to get 4%, your money will double every 18 years. What if you was able to get 8%? Your money will double every 9 years. What if you was able to get 10%? Your money will double every 7.2 years. So when you see the difference between the 4%, right? When you can see the difference of your $10,000 getting the 4% versus the 10% is a $280,000 difference. So what we're trying to tell you is that the interest is what's really important in your money. You see, guys, what do the wealthy know that the normal people don't know? They learn the X-curve concept. They learn the formula 10-20. They understand compound interest. And that's why we want to make sure that you and your family do the same thing. So do you know how, listen to me, do you know about savings and investments? Do you know the difference between an IRA, a Roth IRA, simple IRA, and a SEP IRA? We talked about that today, right? Do you know the difference between an RRSP and a TFSA in Canada for all my Canadians? Do you know the difference between a pension plan versus a 401k, 403b, and 457? Remember, we talk about a defined benefit and we talk about a defined contribution plan, right? Did you know, according to a recent AARP survey that was conducted, that said that 71% of people with a 401k didn't know they were paying fees and charges for their retirement account, and these fees can reduce their 401k balance by up to 30%, right? How to roll over your IRAs, your 401ks, your 403bs, right? And make it start working better for you. Do you know how mutual funds work, right? Do you understand that you are most likely losing money every day? Do you realize that the interest on your savings account is currently low to offset inflation and taxes? Well, remember, we talked about this. Did you know that the U.S. Social Security will have a problem paying future retirees after 2037? People will face the problem of living long lives without an adequate income. Guys, with understanding and proper preparation, you could build your future retirement plan as well. That's why Money Talk is here to empower you. Do you know about life insurance? Right? We've been teaching about this. Do you know the difference between your term, your whole life, universal life, your variable life, index life? Do you know the difference? You've probably only heard of two of them, term and whole life. Look at them. These are just a few. There's so many kind of life insurance out there. Do you know how group insurance in your job workplace? The minute you get fired, I want you to look up a word. It's called dead peasant insurance. And you should look up a video on YouTube called Dead Peasant Insurance. And you let me know if your job insurance is really that great. Do you know the DIME method to calculate your insurance protection need? Are you properly insured or underinsured, right? If you are insured or uninsured, or do you know the difference? So when you look at this, guys, before you think that you are so good, right? Because many people say, no, I'm good, right? You got to know this first. The problem is, did you know 1 in 2 men or 1 in 3 women will face the risk of developing cancer during their lifetime? Did you know that also 80 million Americans have 1 or more types of heart diseases? You see, the use of second to die policy, key person insurance, and executive bonus life, do you know how these work, right? How about this? Tax advantages of cash value in a life insurance, such as tax-deferred growth, right? Tax-free withdrawals and tax-free death benefits. Did you know that about life insurance? Are you the type of person that buy insurance policies and put them in the cabinet and never look at them again? Did you know that you're supposed to get those things reviewed every year? See, guys, you can learn how to properly protect your families in our workshops. How about the tax issue of money right now? Where do you put your money? Are you putting your money where 85% of the population put their money, which is in the tax now bracket? Or maybe you think that you're the 10%er, right? You put your money where you get taxed later. Or maybe you're a 5%er, where you put your money where you get tax advantages. Guys, did you know that the U.S. federal, listen to me, because you think the taxes are low right now, but did you know that the U.S. federal top tax rate was over 70% in 1960? Right? Currently, right now, it's around 39.6, probably like 25, depending on who you are, right? So since 1945, when Social Security began, did you know the numbers of workers per retirees shrank from over 40 to about 3 today? Do you think taxes will increase in the future? Or do you think it will decrease? What do you think, right? You can learn how to manage these accounts. Once you understand taxes, guys, you know where to put your own money. And it's important for every last one of you to learn how money works. But do you know about annuities and long-term care? What if you live too long? It's not a matter if you die too soon, but what if you live too long as well? You know, do you know annuities have tax-deferred growth, right? Did you know that they have a lifetime income option on annuities that could provide you with income as long as you live? Did you know that, right? How many times I've been teaching you guys this, right? How about the fact that, you know, the two biggest accounts of former Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke are in annuities? Did you know that? You know how Medicare supplement works, right? How about this one? Did you know that the average annual cost of long-term care is $83,580 in the US and $47,000 in Canada, and 70% of people over 65 will expect to use some form of long-term care? Do you have long-term care right now? How about the fact that final expense insurance may provide easier underwriting even for people who have medical issues? Did you know that? Did you know that some policies can provide a concierge service that would take care of your stressful burden of the funeral arrangements during the time of crisis for your family? You see, guys, do you expect the government or your children to take care of you if you live too long? You see, you can prepare for your golden years. You could do that. How about this one? Do you know about the high cost of education, right? Do you know that in 2015, the tuition, listen to this, the tuition and fees for a 4-year in a private college will cost you $134,600, and a public and state school will run you almost $40,000 in the US. Are you prepared for that with your children? Did you know that the college debt have reached $1.2 trillion? That surpassed credit cards and auto debts total. So when you think about it, guys, you see, determine the most cost-effective and tax-efficient way to fund a college education is not always easy, but many parents would prefer not to think about it at all, hoping that things will some way work and way out. Now, it's important to understand that college costs and admission process, financial aid, and how to navigate the complex college funding system. You can understand and participate in college planning with our programs here. That's why we're here to inform you. See, we can't put so much time. Imagine the fact that we can't, right? We can't put so much time and money into our kids and then become unwilling to look into college planning for them. It's our job as parents to make sure that we take care of our children's future. It's our job. It's not theirs, right? So that's why you got to protect your future. Did you know without proper planning, your assets and your family will not be protected? What do I mean by this? Now, let's go down a list real quick, right? I want you to think about these questions. Who would take care of your underage children if something happens to you? How will you keep your 18-year-old from spending all their inheritance if something happens to you? Who will get your house? Who will inherit all your bank accounts? Can you avoid family arguments and over your belongings and keepsake if you die? Who will operate and own your businesses? Who will decide your health care, and end-of-life decisions. The question is, do you have a will? Do you have a will? Do you have a trust? Right? It's good to have your wishes documented so that way they can be carried out. And if you don't, what's your plan? You know, that's the reason why we encourage people to become an associate member of WFG, right? Become a member. And it's the reason why we say is because you can begin your career and complete one of our memberships. See if you qualify. This is not one of them join me things. It's one of those things to see if you qualify for it. And the fact that it's only $100, how many of you guys spend $100 on nothing? Right? Become a member. Become a member and start learning. Expand your horizon even bigger. Right? What are some of the benefits of being an associate here? Yes, you can earn referral income on various products. Right? You can earn some referral income. How about the fact that you can even help people more with Bolt? Right? What is Bolt? Bolt is where you can help them put together their home insurance. Right? You could refer this stuff and make money from it. Right? How about if someone want to put together estate planning or college planning? You can help them. So how many people do you know who would also want to save more money on these products and services? Right? You can help them with that. You know, did you know that if you could actually if you could save just $10 a day or $300 a month at an 8% rate of return compound annually, did you know in 30 years you would have over $447,000+? What if you could save more? Are you saving more? Are you willing to save more? So here's some of the great things as well. You can receive financial education. We have training classes that provide knowledge, strategies, and solutions in major areas in the financial services. In our workshops, we're going to teach you about insurance. In our investment retirement, you're going to all IRAs, 401ks, annuities, mutual funds, as well as RRSPs and different vehicles, not only here in the US alone, but you can learn about the ones in Canada as well. How about you can learn about health, right? Medicare supplements, extended health care. And when it comes to education, you can learn about college planning programs, 529 savings plans, and even different things as the RESP in Canada. Guys, you can even learn about estate planning. You can learn about estate preservation as well through our workshop. You see, our personal financial analysis give you a personal information to pretty much you could plan for the future with. Guys, knowledge is wealth. I've been telling you guys this, that knowledge is wealth. You won't be wealthy unless you understand how money works. And that's the reason why this movement is here. So that's why we want you to become a professional. Build a financial service business. Be that person. Be that gateway for your families, your friends. Be that person. They trust you already. But now they're going to build off of your credibility, your understanding. You see, if you want to share your knowledge and experience and make more money using your flexible time, here's what we have to offer to you if you want to become an educator. We're going to help you get your license, right? Did you know the fact that you could get appointed to our affiliated insurance companies and financial companies and major companies, including giants like the Trans-America Company? How about the Prudential, the Nationwide, the Voyas, the Pacific Life, right? These are just to name a few. How about companies like even Allianz, right? Ivory, right? These are just to name a few of the companies that we have worked with. We have affiliation with over 70 plus companies, right? We could help you build a large base in a multi-product using client. And you could build a big organization throughout the US and Canada, helping and educating people. So we have a proven track record. Our track record speaks very loudly for us. On an average, we currently pay over $10 million in commission every week to the appropriate licensed associate in the US and Canada. We have more than 4,700 people earning over $100,000 per year. And many of them have made good part-time income, and many others make good full-time business career out of this, like me. The good thing is that you get to travel the world. I know right now we're going through this whole craziness, but when it wasn't there, yes, we get to travel. And how you get to qualify to travel with our company is by helping educating people. That's how you participate. And you get to go on our annual dream trips around the world, where we brought thousands of people to Paris, Hawaii, Thailand, Singapore, Italy, Spain, Jamaica, name it. We've been there. And we have a lot of fun doing this. So that's why we want you to be a part of this new industry, guys. This new industry. You see, we're in a multi-trillion-dollar industry, guys. Think about it. You're in the financial industry, a multi-trillion-dollar industry. There's no other industry bigger than this. And we're backed by a multi-billion-dollar company. That's why our company, World Financial Group, we are a Trans-America company, right? Backed by the Aegon conglomerate as our parent company. We're one of the best business platforms, one of the fastest growing organizations in the financial industry. You see, we want to revolutionize the financial industry to help resolve the customer dilemma and the lack of understanding, planning, and support that families didn't receive. So that's why you got to understand that, yes, you are the solution to your future. You can't wait for nobody else but you. So that's why you can, number one, compare provider of financial products and services, reduce your debt, and increase your savings. How about this one? You could get educated on how money works. Become your own money manager. Have access to financial information. Obtain the know-how that successful people already have. You could build a business by educating and helping people build a solid financial foundation, guys. You could become financially independent and travel the world. You see, you have everything to gain with WSB, WFG. You have everything to gain with us. You have everything to gain with our campaign. Bill Gates said it best. If you're born poor, it's not your mistake. But if you die poor, it is your mistake. And that's the reason why we want to encourage you guys to always come and learn more. That's what the Money Talk is all about. That's what our movement is about. Our movement is to empower you. Our movement is to empower the people. Here's where you could do something great. Here's where you could do something incredible. So that's why I want you to always think about, where do you see yourself? Where do you truly see yourself? And I want you to max that out. Max that out, right? Share with us how you want to keep on expanding your horizon. Let us know how is it that you want to keep building. Because remember, like I always said, you're one decision. You're one decision away from changing your future for the better. Always remember, the choice is always yours. I made a choice in 2012 and it changed my life. You don't have to be smart. You don't have to know everything. You just got to be willing to learn. And if you're willing to learn, trust and believe me, our campaign, our system give you a position where you could start to earn as well. All right? So take that in serious consideration. Really look into what we got to do, and let's see how we could do it together. So if you want to hear more information, just comment below. If you have feedbacks, comment below. So that way we can get in touch with you. All right?